wakati ukienda pale kwa zile videos za kitambo kidogo, sisi wenyewe ndio tulikuwa tunajiambia speeding. Yes, tunakimbia pale,
tunafinya bata,
tunakuja alafu
tunaketi, tunasema
mwingine ka selfie stick
kana kataa,
wakati mwingine ka nini inaitwa aje,
acha nikutengeneze mapua ndio usikae kama Jokomino. Unajua Jokomino wale wa ushago. Welcome guys. It's another episode. We are looking at just the last 8 years of our marriage. Jesus. Yeah. Sometimes hata sisi wenyewe tuone kama tumekaa 8 years.
Zimekimbia.
We wanted to, our idea of marriage was we will be married for 70 years together. But we did not look at how to get to 70 years together.
No, we did.
The journey has been hard.
Yeah?
The journey has been not hard in essence. The journey has been long.
Tell them how stressful it is to be married to me.
But the journey has been good, but we cannot say it's been career roses. And one of the things that we are looking at in our year 4 is the fact that at one point I became very sick. Sickness in marriage. And I think when we took our vows and said,
in sickness and in health.
Watu huwa kidogo hawajaamini hiyo ni kusema nini?
Ama unasemanga hivyo, but you hope
you hope no one is going to get sick.
You will not have to exercise that part of career sickness.
Tell them what you exercised and what you experienced. Because I'm the one who got sick.
Ushuhuda wangu katika hii maneno ni kwamba anyway, yeah. So he had a surgery at some point ya mahali ambapo hatutashinda tuki-explain sana ni wapi. Kwa sababu ya by the way hiyo kitu, if this was not about marriage,
I had hemorrhoids.
We would go into that and tell people to come out, because during that time when he had that surgery, several men
walisema wako na kako kashida,
chatting him to ask him, hiyo surgery kwaje, hiyo nini
ni chungu.
And then people start saying, I've had these things to you for how many years? So especially very many men are sitting on this hemorrhoids thing, because I don't know, it feels stigma.
It is stigmatization. That one. Somehow, I think kuna stigma na hiyo kitu.
It's very much like,
it's because iko mahali sehemu ambayo haitajiki sana na watu wakizungumzia iko na kashida.
It's very much like those 2 UTIs for women. Like unless you come to the knowledge of or the realization that it's not your fault that you had it. It's not necessarily you did something wrong. If you did something wrong, you were ignorant, you were not aware. So anyway, so he had that problem. That problem he had for many years.
Since I was in Form 3.
So even when we were dating, but it's something that I knew was there.
But tulikalia too, we had said
manage mara medication, mara try to take care of the diet, mara nini. So this one time, comes out of work and tells me, manze,
I was headed to work actually.
I was headed to work afternoon, and then he was told to go and get surgery very quickly, nini. So
hata sikurudi home.
Things spiraled like literally. 1 minute you're on a call that the next minute by the time nichukue mat nifike
theater.
Whoa, guys in theater. So I was seeing him after theater. And the journey began. Yes. So the
sababu ni na huku Misri. Ni mahali hatutaki kusema sana.
Washa tuseme kama mimi ambaye nilikuwa nimesema siwezi kuwa nas. Ilibidi kwa sababu who will check whether it is healing. You stop career insisting. It is okay.
By the way alikuwa mpaka naniosha.
We had to do a lot of washing to
kuosha after. Let me just put it out, because sometimes we don't think it is important to, this thing is serious, because if I went to the toilet, I had to wash. So niye alikuwa naniosha.
So I was cleaning him. There was cleaning the bathroom a million times because he's taking I had even crammed that medication. I knew the difference between the original and the generics. Zile za lose and stool. Then sometimes you take them and then they are in excess, and then stool is too loose, and then everything exploding everywhere. Anyway, yeah, so there was a lot there was a lot of also cleaning up after people. There is cleaning up after someone when they eat. Like naturally when they leave the plate on the table and pour bread everywhere and sugar.
We are not pointing fingers, ladies and gentlemen. We were.
Why are particles on the table? And anyway, there is that cleaning up. Then there is cleaning up of
after somebody
explosions in a washroom, in a toilet.
So it was difficult. Anyway, It was difficult. It was very difficult. I had never thought in my life that I would get to a place where I cannot do something on my own. Never thought. I never thought that I could be washed. I never thought that I could be in my bedroom for days.
Because it harbored you.
Because
didn't it?
Humbling, I don't think so. But I never thought that find the right woman for you to make life with you, to live with you. Find the right woman. I'm telling you, because you will not have a smooth marriage all the days of your lives. That's a fact. You will have very mountainous seasons, and you will need somebody that is a good friend of yours to work with you. Because if that time Anne said that, mzae naona ukijipanga, singewahi pona. Because after the first surgery, which was in 2018, the following year, I had to have another surgery because sikuwa napona.
Yeah, I do.
Nimekaa 2 months siponi. Because surgery ya kwanza nilienda a private hospital somewhere in Nairobi, wakafanya maajabu. I am telling you, sijui walishona nini, watu wa Mungu, sijui walishona nini. Hiyo kitu ilikuwa na uchungu. Unajua tu, sisi watu wenye walitahiri hizo siku, tunasemaga kutahiri ni uchungu. Hakuna. Hujawahi shonwa huko nyuma na lazima uende toilet.
There's no other way.
That thing is painful. There's a day at night. Nimeenda toilet. Nimeshindwa kuamka kutoka kwa toilet seat. Nimeshindwa kuamka. And so I had to crawl. And then everyone was in the sitting room and I have to pass through the sitting room. What did we do? I crawled all the way to our bedroom.
No, you were not passing through the sitting room, but penye utapitia mtu akiwa sitting room.
Mtu atakuona tu. What did you do?
They didn't see you.
Because it was at night. It was painful. I couldn't walk. I was just crawling. It was that painful. But this girl stood by me. And that is why it is important to do life with somebody that is your friend. Because she never complained. There's no day I remember she told me, hey, kitu yako manze utajipanga. It was very painful. She would wash me, I think, in the morning and in the evening. She would ananiwekea maji kwa karai ya chumvi.
Nakumbuka nikienda Gitaru kutafuta karai ya mtoto.
Mtoto lazima useme ni mtoto.
Actually have to buy karai ya mtoto.
Ndio nikalie.
We were looking for what's the most comfortable. It needs to be wide.
You have to be there for 15 minutes.
Very shallow. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
But I also learned something. Okay, looking back, something I immense that I learned is also don't overestimate your own powers. Like if you overestimate your powers to hold on to the vows, you will be disappointed in yourself, or you'll get frustrated and it will rub off on him.
Yeah.
So this in sickness and in health thing, I would say, actually at some point, some refresher course we were doing the other day, and I remember Ernest Tomboy gave me the words for it. Inaitwa compassion fatigue.
Wow.
Yeah, compassion fatigue. Not to say that our period was justifiable for compassion fatigue, but that kind of thing where don't expect that you will be coming every time happily, nini. You are a human being.
Utachoka.
If you expect that of yourself, utachoka. So it's good to be fully aware what you're getting yourself into. So at that point, I had to really be aware. I won't say that I was... there are things that came up within me about him as a person. Like I'm saying, unaona hizo vitu za sukari. za sukari, kumwaga sukari kwa meza ama kuacha nini kwa meza. So at that time those things start to come into my head, you know, like realistically, let me just be real with you. They come into my head in the sense of yeah. So me, I wash your bam bam. Okay, that's how your daughter will put it.
Manze.
So me, I wash your career. And then still, kwani bado unatoa nguo unarusha chini. You know, like, see, at least you save me this one. But I remember, honestly, I will just thank God for the wisdom at that time of, if you have not corrected the throwing clothes on the floor, this is not the right time for that. Because saita mix na frustration yake ya sickness, and also the you know, the burden I'm now carrying of taking care of his sickness. So I really had to consciously put aside and really get, like, consciously be aware that this is also coming because
there's some things you can't say now.
Not now.
They can wait. Yeah, they can always wait.
Let's sort out the removing socks and leaving them on the door later, because sai ita mix up andani and it won't be a good idea.
So the other thing, and I'm thinking for men, ni embarrassment. It's such an embarrassing thing for a woman to take care of you. Sure. That you cannot do anything on your own. That's what I mean. That you are immobile. Umekaa tu, there's nothing you can do on your own. For a man mwenye anakona ego ya mwanaume Mwafrika,
utaki kuwa dependent.
Utaki kuwa exactly. So what that would do, inaharibu marriage yenyu zaidi. Why? Because hutapona, because the only person who can take care of you is your spouse. Yeah. And your spouse, because wewe ni mse Mwafrika, you don't think that a woman should, there's this nimeanza kusikia mambo ya circumcision,
or mwanamke asiingilie,
yes,
you still want
to be the man.
You don't want to feel like I can't do this without you.
Hiki tunakuja na humility. Hiki tunakuja na humility. So sometimes allow yourself to be vulnerable enough to be helped. Because there's so many men hawataki kufika place ya kusaidiwa. And especially kama umezoea kujisaidia. Unajua, some of us, we are so independent. We never grew up thinking that somebody else can help you. You are on your own. So, fika mahali, and this is the same concept even with God. Allow God to, you know, allow somebody else to speak into your life sometime. And that is how I allowed Anne, because ingekuwa ni mwanaume wa kawaida angesema, "Hey wewe, ishia huko."
Unajaribu kusema wewe si wa kawaida.
Wanaume wa Afrika tu sio tunajua. So na inakamna ile humility. And I pray for most men, because wanaume wanakuwa na shida sana ya kunyenyekea, na wanawake, if kama uko na kenyiria, kwa Kikuyu tunasema kenyiria.
Kenyiria ni
manyita. Manyita. So if you are in such a position, what would you do if you had such a thing?
If I had kenyiria?
Yes.
Who tells me I don't have kenyiria? See, me, I had one, I can't do nothing. Because me, I can't do those things.
Yeah.
So I would just say, honestly, God gives you grace for what needs to be done. So the same way, so many of us, we had sworn we can't do nothing because
you and blood,
we are not,
you and sickness.
But still, we changed diapers. God gave us the grace for that. And he's sick, and God still gives me the grace for that.
Marriage is about that you have to compromise. Again, it's about compromise. At the end of the day, it's about compromise. Yeah. Because ungesare, na mimi ningesare niseme sitaki mwanamke ni sababu mimi ni mwanaume wa Kiafrika. So I pray that we'll get to a place where we love our marriage so much, such that you can sit down and say, you know what, there's something that I can't do, but you can do it better than me.
And it's not just moving out.
Yeah.
Not that compromise sometimes is not about I can't do this, I'm gone. It's not I can't do this, I'm gone. But even while you're there, how are you treating that situation?
We pray there'll be no sickness in your marriages.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe, gonga notification bell, share, like, welcome people into this conversation. Let's talk and let's make these marriages last, and let's be happy while at it. Mimi personally, I'm happily married, by the way.
Uwezi sema umdeu no nyahururu.
I know, you're right.
Thank you guys for watching. We appreciate.